Just make sure we're live in it. That'll be us.
Yeah, I've got my box. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to RSF1, RSF1's Division 4 for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I'm your co-com tonight, RSF1 Easton. St. Easton, whatever you want to call me. And I'm joined by Toxic CW. So, how are you doing tonight, Toxic?
It's good, aye. It's been a long week. It's good to get back in the box and watch some entertaining racing again.
Yep, last week I believe it was Toxic MW took a convincing win over Primus Gaming in the end. So, it's going to
Then
be,
button.
yeah, then button. So, it's going to be a very interesting race. Tonight, as we've got a bit more attendance this week, so it's going to be a good race. Judging by other strategies this week, we had a bit of a vary. We've had two stops, one stops involving soft hards, medium hards, whatever. Uh, so
Yeah, that'll
toxic.
be interesting.
Do you think will be? What do you think the drivers will go for, strategy wise?
I think top 10 will go through in softs. Doubt the chance of getting through in the mediums. And then it'll be a soft hard. And if you're starting at the back, probably hard soft. A bit of the switch it around, do like mediums, whatever your preference will be.
Yep. So I believe we've got a first class filing out. We've got Alco Saints and the Racing Point. Wasn't here last week, but he's making his return to the league. He's partnering a very good team in Cornish. Very quick last week. But
I believe Cornish took pole in qualifying and unfortunately had a crash in the race. Am I right in saying?
yeah, you're correct in saying that, as Cornish was actually leading most of the first stint last week. So it's quite an interesting division we've got here. There's easily 5, 6, maybe even 7 capable winners in this tier, which hopefully means we can have a very good
Very good race, yep.
title showdown. But have you got the standings on you? Because if not, I've got them.
I don't have them on me now.
I've,
Don't
I'll,
have got access. That's why I can go on the website. But if you want to go through them,
yeah, I've got
their
them.
little rundown.
So obviously, it's just going to be results from last week. So in oh, Alco's left. I'll get him back.
That's unfortunate. Quite a lot of disconnects this week. That's the problems.
Yeah, Xbox servers haven't been amazing, but it's a Renault at first. It looks like it's Scotsman. So just quickly going through the stands in P1, it's Toxic MW in the Haas, followed by Primus Gaming Mercedes in second, RSF1 Button in third in the Ferrari, followed by Graded Vinny on 11 points in fourth. Got fastest lap last week and came fifth, but that fourth place was taken up by reserve of Craigie Senna. P5 in the standard we have Scotsman, who we're on board with right now. In P6 we have Old Manzi and the Mercedes, and then UK Demons rounds off the points. And then constructors wise is quite close between Haas and Mercedes. Haas lead Mercedes by 3 points in there, 25 to 22, followed by Ferrari. We've got 15 McLaren, who are in 4th on 12, then it's Red Bull on 11 and 5th, followed by Renault, who are in 6th on 8 points, then it's Alfa Romeo 7th with 6 points, with Brent out back of the grid we have Alpha Tari in the 8th on 2 points, followed by Williams on the 1 point, and Racing Point have a donut so far.
Oh, with Alco Saints back and Compsy's team there, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get some points this week. The Scotsman's come in the last column, like a very convincing lap. We'll see.
Oh,
I win 26-7.
I'd for a banker lap, Fish Sticks, race winner last season of the F4 division. Can you do back-to-backs around this track?
Pushing to the straight.
Oh, 26-9, just behind Scotsman, who's next on that back has just begun one. Buttons come down to turn 10, Primus Gaming second place man in the standings. What can you do around the last corner? Nicely done, using all the track. It's going to be a 26.7. Was even quicker than Scotland by 12 milliseconds.
It's looking quite close to the end with the first three. I believe that's Button coming around the back straight now. He'll be the next person to finish his lap. Let's see if he can put it on top right now. Coming to the line, it'll be a 26-1.
Well, from anyone else on the lap.
Scotsman's
Bahrain.
about to finish another one again.
Oh, Scotsman again.
Scotsman moves up again, it's a 26-5 this time. Demons just invalidated. Who else have we got going? Rogue. I believe he's the next one. Was it Barry? It's Barry.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Alright. Next Josh leaves Rogue, he'll push to the line. 27-5. Toxic MW just finished his lap at 26-6. UK Demon's gone purple in the first sector there. They've got a Mercedes coming to the line though. Pushing down the back straight. Get as much speed as possible, trying to get the best entry into the last corner to push to the line. Old Manzi round the last, pushing to the line now. That'll put him in P2 at 26-5.
I'm back. Had to put a phone charger. Check this out.
UK Demon's got a little pull off Scotsman there, that'll put him up one position with the 27 flat.
Cornish is invalidated. Vanny's on that. Rogue's on a pull down. Barry's coming in for Is fish sticks going? No. Oh, they've missed talks. Oh, alcohol. Oh no, he's lost it. Oh, in the racing line as well. Jamie, be careful.
Oh, cool. Oh.
That was close. He had to take a in action. Toxic MW gets out of the way nicely coming in the last corner.
Grady Vanny's hit him. Oh, that's tough. Grady Vanny with no wing anymore. That's unfortunate.
Oh, up in the second. Oh, wait, Vanny hit him.
Yeah, Vanny hit him. He's got no wing.
Cornish is on the lap, looking quick, seen him in a practice session, probably one to watch tonight. It's a 27-9 for the first sector, apparently purple. Using all the track here to his advantage. Oh, lovely, just straight up into third to minimise the wheel spin. And it is turn 10. Oh, he's on that curve, that'll hinder his exit a bit, but not too much. Then coming down into turn 11. Not to use all the track there through. Then comes through the little kink of 12 through the curb of death of 13. Very nicely done there by the Racing Point driver. Using all the track again to his advantage. He's got a car on rails at the minute. Coming in the last corner, up to use all the track. The right, the left hand side, coming through the last corner. It's going to be a quick lap. It's going to be a 25-9 to start us off.
Very convincing lap. Very smooth.
40's going to be the next one, I believe. Unless that Mercedes is on the lap. No, it's Primus on an out lap. So coming in the last corner for 40. not too bad at all. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be a 26-7, puts himself into P7. Vegas Senna. Oh, puts himself into P2. The reserve driver for the Scuderia Ferrari. He's right up there with his teammate and challenging Cornish.
Ah, it's looking nice and tight up top already because time's flowing in.
Okay, I'm getting a reserve driver in quick.
Alright, it's time to settle up hopefully.
Yep. Okay, there we go, Cinnamon. Right, Primus is 2 tenths up on his time through, coming into the last sector.
That'll put on maybe 5th.
Very nice last corner as well, using all the track change advantage. It's going to be 26-2. Put himself into P4. Oh, Caesar's jumped up into 4th now, replacing Primus. Now we have Jessie Racer. Now, first time we've seen her this season. What can she do? Teammates with a former championship rival Scotsman. Isn't an easy job. Yeah. Probably the underdog team, some would say. Vinny's out in the lap of the first sector.
The Scotsman was looking good that last week there, then unfortunately that puncture at the end I believe hampered 2 positions.
Yeah. Here comes Barry across the line though in the Alfa Romeo. It's going to be a 26-7, puts himself into P11. Rogue's going to be the next one to cross the line on a flying lap, and the other Alfa Romeo. It's going to be a 20. It doesn't improve, he's 5 tenths down. Vinny through the last corner now. As well. It's a 26-4, puts himself into P7. It's going to be Jesse next. It's going to be Jesse next. The Renault
First
car.
race of Div 4, this should be interesting.
Puts himself into
P13.
P13. Not too bad, not too bad.
Holdy coming across the line now. He'll move up 1 position at the P10 for 26-6. I believe most folk are now in the pit now laps. Or in laps.
It's Charisma on. Showed a very good pace last week, Charisma did.
Yep.
Always went deep into turn 10, that'll cost him a bit. Showed very good pace last week, but unfortunately lost it to Mr. Pay.
Yeah, it's very easy to lose it as we lost quite a couple of drivers last week. I mean, you get the corner of death here as well, so it's a bit hard to lose your front wing and lose your wheel there, but it's certainly possible.
He might pick up a little pole here for Vinny.
Certainly did.
I don't think it would have gained him much, but it's better than nothing. It's going to probably be in the high 27-5, puts himself into P16. His teammate UK
This is
Demons.
down 5 tenths. There we go, P5.
Very good there. Unison is not on a lap currently. Cosmic's not got the fuel, he could probably get in and out again.
I might just have time to get him back out.
So in the danger zone we currently have, well, we'll say the danger zone, it's UK Demons, Fish Sticks and Barry. And in the drop zone we have Charismatic, Rogue and Unison. And also Alcohol Saints, who were lost at turn 13.
Yep, he'll be starting from the back. I'm interested to see what strategy he goes for.
Unison started a lap now in the Williams car.
Up on board.
Reserving for Waters this week. The Williams car. Oh, very wide through there, that's not going to help him. Help them. Ford is retired, he could be in danger. Cornish is retired, he'll be safe. Now coming down this straight now, coming into turn 11. They're done. There's 13, that will slide mid corner, it's all good. Coming across the line, it's going to be a 26-7, but UK Demons down. Into the drop zone and Fish Sticks, and the Fish Sticks is 4 tenths up. Oh no, he's validated. Oh no.
The Haas actually looks quite nice under these lights.
Let's see, who are you on board with?
Fox Game W. He's just started one of his laps, picked purple first.
I know it does as well.
It looks so... I think it looks terrible in the normal daylight, it looks lovely in this.
Oh, a bit deep. Looking like he doesn't want to lock up them front tyres.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did struggle with that. I'm pretty sure he was saying that he struggled with lockups there. Pretty sure he said he struggled with the track in general.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you lock up in qualifying, because it's like he won't use these tyres, but he's currently 4 tenths up Toxic NW. Winner of last week. What can he do? Coming across the line, it's a 26-1, puts himself into P5, very close towards the top half of the field, which I'm liking. But Unison on, he's 9 seconds down and he's coming into the pit lane. Fish Sticks is up in a time. Rogue's round the last corner. The Alfa Romeo team, what can he do? It's a... oh, he can't get it, drop somebody, he's got one more lap to do it. Fish Sticks coming across the line, he's about 3 tenths up. It's going to be a 26-5, puts himself into P12.
This RSF1 Scotsman also on a lap, this will be his last lap. Yeah, we'll get a bit further up the field, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if we feel safe there.
He's 7 tenths down, so I don't think it will happen. Primus is invalidated. Old Mandy's getting a toe off his teammate Primus. Moves out of the way. Very nicely done from Old Mandy. Round the final corner. Now should secure him. He's not improved. Stays 10th. Barry's invalidated in 14th. Rogue's going again. So it's
Rogue's spun.
Oh.
Yeah, Rogue's round.
Getting the effects of no traction, so what can they always... no. What can 2 AlphaTauri's do? Demons and Charismatic. Charismac's about a 10th up and Demons is 9/100ths down. Charismac's 6 tenths up. That would just be close. He needs to find about a 10th. UK Demons coming across the line for the AlphaTauri team. It's going to be a... oh, can't do it. 26-8. Here comes Charismatic coming across the line. Gets out. Knocks Unison back down. Charismatic gets it by the skin of his teeth.
believe that's us.
That's all sure, yeah, because Rogue's not on that.
After this wee spin. A good first Q1. Very close at the top. And now we just wait for who we waiting? Rogue to retire, and that'll be us on our way to Q2.
So very interesting session. That Rogue top half of the field looks very close. Cornish looks like he's got a bit of a pace advantage, but that could just be everyone not going full.
It is looking very close. At the Wallace has got a 2-second lead, but apart from that, it's very close. So it could be a very good Q2 into Q3 as well. Could be a good battle and even the race. Hope for that.
Yep, so that top half of the field, down to 8th, is covered by 3.5 tenths. The top, that's pretty close. Hey, do I get someone in for a chat? Unison, Demons, Rogue, or Alco?
You can pick.
I think
Do
get
yours.
Alco in to see what happened with what happened.
Aye. Turn of death.
Yep.
The whole field's only 8 tenths apart, so it's quite close.
Got to be a
One or the
very
other.
competitive Q2 and 3, as you said.
mate.
Hello. Hello,
Sorry,
Alco.
to
Welcome
interrupt.
to the cons. No, it's all good. So welcome to the
Including
cons.
your audio.
Thank you for inviting me, I guess. Not the way that I wish to be invited, but
Yep, so it was a bit of interesting Q1 from yourself. It was unfortunately you did crash out in the end. So what actually happened there?
well, to start off with, I was on my outlap and then my game froze and dashboarded itself, which is very annoying. And then when obviously you invited me back, I came in and I was like, it put me back into the pits. I went back out. Myself and Cornish, we've been practicing 3 days out of the week. I was in time trial before joining the race session tonight, and no mock-ups, no nothing. And myself and Cornish were banging out 25 sixes, 25 fives, 25 sevens, and then 26 deads. So we really both, especially myself, was very confident coming into it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Basically,
That.
but obviously, you know, Cornish isn't.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate that for yourself. Obviously, you said you think you had the pace, and I reckon you would have. So it's going to make for an interesting start to the race. Obviously, are you willing to give away what strategy you're planning on going for, or is that going to stay between yourself?
Have you got a disconnect?
That's an L. I've just started talking myself.
Hopefully we'll get him back soon. Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like there'll be
Anyway.
a bit of a split here between strategies. It looks like I have 4 or 5 people out in the mediums and a couple out in the sauce. I don't know if that's just going to be laps to put everyone off. Going out in the mediums early.
Jessie Racer will be the first one. She's opted for the mediums. Try and get them through. We'll be interested to see if we can get them through.
Down in turn 1, uses second gear, hooks the inside curb, runs it right. Oh, bit too eager with the track limits, so she'll have to back up. I believe it's Scotsman that's actually. It's not
Primus,
on the mediums.
who's also, opted for the mediums.
Second place in Manning, Australia obviously, is going to be one to watch this race.
I believe he did say this, he was hoping for this to be his season.
Yeah, I we got him in for an interview before last race actually. He did say he was looking to compete for the Drivers' Championship and possibly the Constructors.
Should be with a team that like Old Manzy. Very good pairing if you ask me, so should be a good team.
Yeah.
A lot of folk opting for the mediums, only 3 on softs currently.
Yeah, most of the field are coming out on the medium compound of tyres now. Prime is coming through this turn. Very... Oh, he's he's very lucky there. That would have been invalidation if it was on a Q3 lap, I reckon. But coming through the last corner into third gear, looks inside curb and runs it out towards the curb. Coming across the line, it's going to be a 27.999, 27.998.
It's the McLaren of Caesar Wizard, who's also in the mediums, just going into the last corner, pushing towards the line. I believe this might be a bank, or he may have had it often.
He might have made a mistake somewhere, possibly. Isn't it?
Craig, you saying that? Yep, in the softs. He's backing off a little bit.
One to start in the mediums. Vinny's not on a lap. Toxic MW's begun. 140 is on a lap, coming dashing towards the last corner. Coming in, opening the DRS. He's running. Oh, there's a 27.8. We're getting the alcohol back in. The player is unfortunately disconnected.
M2? Jesse Racer goes top currently for
hello again,
27 in the mediums.
That's a good lap from Jesse. No worries. Yeah, we always got hope. So are you willing to give away what strategy you're planning on doing for the race, or are you going to keep that a secret? Yep, so we're going to let you go and just chill out for the rest of qualifying. We wish you the best of luck for the race, and we hope to see you back at the end of the race. Do you need to invite back to the game? Okay, there you go.
That's so good. Right, good luck mate. All the best. So where that interview was going on, Cornish puts it at the top for 26.9, rapid if you ask me in the mediums. Really Vinny put himself in second in a 27.3, the Scotsman in third for 27.4. Yet again looking very close, numerous drivers in the 27.6s, yep. From 4D, well, Toxic MW to 4D. So again, very close. Right, so it appear
A few things in the chat as well.
Yep,
Quickly.
didn't include his audio for the second time.
That's a bit of a shame.
Right, so basically, he said he was going to go hard mediums, I do believe. That was his strategy, if he can pull that off.
Oh wait now, hold up. Primus is in danger. Massive danger here.
Yeah, it's a bit of an early retirement. I believe Primus is famous for that. Retiring really early.
Maybe it's a tactical strategy, maybe. Tactically starting on the hards, going to the softs at the end of the race.
There's many drivers still in the drop zone currently, and I believe they'll end up going on to the softs.
Yeah, I imagine so somehow. A couple of people already selecting the softs. So it could be an outburst to see. Okay, who wants to start inside top 10, slap those hards on and be quicker at the end of the race? Or who wants to go strategy?
Cornish has got them fitted, but currently it was very safe. But then, as I said, it can kind of fingers are decent in the softs and get in the drop zone. So we'll soon see. I believe that in the 4th minute they'll start coming into the softs if they do choose to.
Yep. So come on board with Bun coming into the last corner with the Ferrari driver. Using all the tracks there. He's trying to come across the line. Oh, 27.1 in the mediums gets somewhat closer to Cornish.
Cornish currently looking like the top dog of the session. Barry about to start a lap in the mediums. See how that one can go for him. I do believe earlier on today we get the news of the Portuguese track will be in next season's calendar.
Yeah, that'll be a very good track to race on, league racing wise.
It's a very
fish
up and down
sticks.
track.
So, yeah, elevation change all over the shop.
Barry!
Oh, where's he? Oh, I didn't
Yep, the
quite
battery's
catch that.
off. He just done a stoppie. I'm quite impressed. That's unfortunately, listen to, I lost it through turns 5 and 6, I do believe that is.
Oh yeah, it's quite difficult. If you get in that cover on the right hand side, take too much of it, it just throws your car over to the left hand side. Oh, I saw it in stream there, damn. Big flight.
Putting on a show. So that with him, we'll be starting in P15. One in a Primus who managed to stay in his top 10. He's really vulnerable right now. Quite a lot of drivers opting to go on the outlaps now in the soft, so he could be very vulnerable.
Jesse's the first one, beginning a lap on the soft compound tyres. So coming down start finish straight, we'll do an onboard lap. Coming down the start finish straight with the Renault driver. Brakes just as the curb starts on the left hand side, down into second gear, right curb one curb. Short shifts right into 5th. Short shifting a lot here, just to minimise the wheel spin. Into turns 4, nicely done. Short shift and exit again to minimise the wheel spin. Through turn 5 and 6 where we just saw Barry lose it moments ago. Using on track turn 7, tricky hairpin. Now coming through the triple left hander, turn 8, 9, 10. Now down the start, this back straight. Into turn 11, possible overtaking zone. Come to turn 12, about a longer left hander, into turn 13 where we saw Alco Sainz lose it in Q1. She's currently 1.2 seconds up. And AlphaTauri's went round there. Is that Charismic? It's Charismic curb. Into the last corner now. 15. And now 16. Coming across the line, it's going to be a quick lap. It's going to be a 26.3.
Very good first lap, I believe. We've got a Red Bull Charismatic. Nope, that'll be Vinny. He's an outlap. Is there anybody else on the lap? Charismatic isn't his lap. Just behind Craigie Senna, who's still also on the mediums.
It's a bit of a gamble that, judging look how much people are out in the soft compound tyres. Bordy coming across the line just in front of Craigie Senna though. It's a 26.1, puts him quickest in the session. Here comes Craigie Senna now in the Ferrari at 27.5. He may be out with that.
Charismatic has pitted, and I believe that will have him out now.
Yep, that's Charismatic out the session.
Fish sticks who's invalidated and on the mediums. I believe he'll probably
Be
pit
in,
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, he'll be in the pits because he's got a flashing red light of fuel.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world here for Craigie Senna. He needs to hold mistakes and towards NW and old Manzi coming through. Manzi being on a lap. Toxic NW on a lap. Graded Vinny on a lap now. Right, picked him up. He's 9/10 up. Jesse Racer goes even quicker in the soft compound tyres up into P1. Vinny's about 9/10 up here. It's going to be close. Coming round the last couple of corners now. It's a 26.0. That'll get him safe and fine.
Scotsman is pitting.
Toxic NW. Old Mandy's 5/10 up. Toxic NW's 1.2 seconds up. Oh, puts himself in P3. Here, right, it's up to Mandy. He's 1.3 seconds up, Manzi is. I'll put him definitely safe. So here coming down into the last corner. It's through turn 15 and 16, very nicely done there from the Mercedes driver. He's coming across the line, it's a 26.1, puts him into P5. Cornish is 5/10 up on a lap now as well.
Cornish could slow down and start in the mediums.
Yep. But does he want to go aggressive? He has done.
Yep. So, believe Cornish should go medium hard.
He may do. Also, a couple of things in the chat. Jamie says Jesse's tyres at the start are going to be grim. Alex in the chat also says, which is Aldaf, why would you do 2 laps if the first one is already good enough?
Some folk like to make sure they're extra safe rather than just safe. It's not a bad strategy, I sometimes do it myself. But a track like this, Tyler is very rough, so personal preference in the end.
Yeah, I believe I have a good drivers. Yeah, we have Cornish, Button, Scotsman, Jamie and Caesar all on the medium tyres. And the top 5 have all slapped on the softs.
Interesting to see is I believe every race this week he started in the softs, so it'll be different to see these guys start the mediums. Should be an interesting race.
I think I'm going to go and get Primus and see why he retired so early. I think that's what the plan's going to be. So if you want to give a quick rundown of the Q2.
Yep, so Grady Vinny tops us off for 26 flat, followed closely behind with Jesse Racer for 26.1, and then Toxic MW at 26.1 also. Still looking very close, but unfortunately we've lost a couple of drivers. Barry crashed through turns 5 and 6, I do believe. Fish Sticks, Charisma's Primus, and Craigie Senna will all be out, and the free choice of tyre.
Yep, and we're luckily joined by one of the 5 eliminated, which is Primus Gaming. So how you doing tonight, Primus?
I'm doing very good, thank you. How are you, lads?
We're doing great.
Alright, aye.
Make sure you include
Good
your
show
audio.
so far.
I have indeed.
Lovely. Don't want a repeat of earlier. So, it was a bit of an odd session. You retired very early on after doing your medium tire lab. Was there any reason for that?
Yes, I feel today going on softs is a poor choice. The soft tyre is viable if there's no early safety cars, and obviously this is league racing and this is F1 2020. Anything could happen. It could force a safety car up just from a spin, let alone a crash. I feel it's too risky of a choice, especially of a track like Bahrain, where it's already claimed so many drivers in other divisions. Even practice, it claimed drivers, so I'm not taking any chances. I vowed to do 2 laps on the mediums and 2 laps only. If I was out, I'm out, so be it. I know obviously it's not the ideal starting position, being outside of the top 10, but if I go in those softs, I know I'm not getting a good position.
Yep, that's pretty fair. So, as I believe you're P12 in the end, are you willing to give away what strategy you're going to be doing for the race ahead, or are you going to keep that a secret?
I would like to keep that a secret, but I can at least tell you some viable strategies. If you're like, I think that we will be seeing from people if we're not on the soft compound. I can either see people doing hard medium, which that means they have to go for a more conservative start. If there's a safety car, then that's very good for the tyres, they can nurse them. And then with the medium tyre, they have that little extra bit of grip to attack the people going for the opposite strategy, the medium hards. I feel both those strategies are pretty viable. With the soft compound runners, if there's no problems in the early stages of the race, they're definitely going soft hard. Maybe we could see 2 stoppers, but it's hard to say.
Yep, that's another thing. A couple of people in the chat are saying starting outside the top 10 is very overpowered around here. As proved, I believe most of the winners this week have right outside the top 10. Proves.
Including yourself.
Yep. So it's going to be an
Let's just
interesting
say,
one.
I know when to choose my moments, and if I would have gone for glory for getting a good position in Q2, I feel I would have done myself in. But however, talking to my teammate Manzi, he's confident in the strategy that he's dedicated to, and he's actually he's done this strategy multiple times, not just in RSF1 but in other leagues. With the soft compound tyres as starting tyre, so I have every faith in my teammate in terms of where he can get, and I'm just going to try. If he's doing better than me, I'm just going to try and do my best not to get in the way and let him get the best he can do.
Yeah, that's a
I
fair
do
point.
believe. Don't you?
Yeah, so can we maybe... oh, sorry, talk so you can continue.
I do believe he held up a guy behind you and managed to help you along the race, so we can repay the favour today.
I discussed with him, like, should we try and do something, in the qualifying, give him a tow, and we did, but unfortunately his tyres were quite warm, so it didn't really do anything anyways. If Manzi's looking like he's on the potential for a possible podium, maybe even a win, and he needs me to do him some favours, I'm going to repay the debt I owe him from Australia. Obviously, if it turns out I've got really good pace, and obviously I'm quicker than Manzi, then I think we're both pretty much prepared in, swapping so we don't impede each other. We've got really, really good, teamwork within this team this year, and I'm really happy to have someone who I can coordinate quite well with.
Yep, also can we maybe get a quick top 3 prediction for this qualifying session?
Without a doubt, XRL Cornish. Pole. Definitely pole. Because he's pulled out 25 twos in practice. So, XRL Cornish on pole. I'm going to have to say Button second and Scotsman third.
Yep, it could be a very interesting session with these lot. So, we're going to let you go and chill out for the last 7.5 minutes of qualifying. We hope to see you back at the end of the race.
I'm hoping so. If not, then, you know, it's racing and just only do my best.
Anyway, good luck, mate.
Thank you, lads. Have a good one.
The times have already been flying in. We've already got Cornish in the 25s, 25.7 closely followed by Button, a 25.8, and then Juicy Racer a 25.9.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting session. Sorry to cut in on you there, because
It's all good.
the drivers are beginning to get closer and closer to Cornish as the sessions progress. So it's also talks. Can I get a quick top 3 prediction from yourself?
I'm gonna go with Cornish, Jesse, Scotsman.
Oh, you're thinking of Renault 2-3 then?
I'm thinking Renault looking quite strong today.
Yep. If you did want mine, I was going to say Cornish, Button, Caesar would be mine.
Yeah, but I don't believe we've seen Caesar last week, so it's his first race. It'll be good for if he can get in the top 3 to start the race, certainly.
Yeah, he came in from F3 from last season. He struggled a bit. He struggled to find his feet. We'll say is the kindest way to say it.
I don't worry, I'm the same. We'll be swapping again at the end of this season.
Vinny's currently 400s up on his time, coming through turn 10 onto the little straight. Coming through turn 12 into 13 now. He's 700s down, he's lost a bit of time. Through turn 14, now up to the run of turn 50, he's backed off. I believe Jamie's on a lap in the Williams as well.
This first lap.
Yep.
So it looks like Scotsman was struggling as well. I believe he invalidated twice in these laps that he tried to complete, so he's leaving it dead late. Jamie getting really close to the corner of death there. Pushing down this big long straight, those proves some really good towing of each other. And the last corner pushing towards the start finish line. We'll hit on that DRS and we'll see a 25.8 from P2.
Yeah, Jamie could be an outsider for pole here. Cornish is on an out lap, so it looks like he's going to do this lap and that'll be him done. Got a couple of
Scotsman
drivers
also
firing out
popping
nice
out
and
now.
early.
I'm like Scotsman, I don't like to leave it too late. I start feeling quite under a lot of pressure if I leave it too late, but then I usually end up going out anyway, so hey ho.
Is what it is.
That's what it is, yep.
We've currently
Hey, well,
got
I'm looking forward to
25.
Vietnam.
Oh yeah, that's going to be an interesting one across all tiers.
I think it's a good track. I think it's a very debated track.
Yep, Rasby did get the vote to either remove Monaco or Hanoi, which is Vietnam, and possibly add Bahrain and taking away one of them. But the vote ended up be keeping both tracks and not adding Bahrain shot. So it's going to be a very good and entertaining race those next week. And we should hopefully be back next week, shouldn't we? For F4.
We should do. Unless there's any problems along the lines, but as far as I know, we're back in.
Yep.
Scott's been the first one to start his lap in the soft. This will be his last couple of laps, like he's got time to pit again.
Old Scott
that's an
always cut it a
invalidation.
bit. He'll need to back off.
Who's next? Cornish is out on a lap.
Watch
Again.
Cornish. Nice double up shift into turn 1 and short shifts over the curve of turn S04. It'll be a bit of a delay of the DRS there. He's having his double upshifts to minimise the wheel spin. Oh!
That's a quick invalidation there as well. Behind him, who's next? Red Bull's in the
It'll be
laps.
Jesse and the other Renault.
One thing I did struggle with this track is turn 10. I couldn't upshift and put that DRS on quick enough.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult corner that is because entry, especially if you run no ABS, which I do, and a couple others, most, I believe Toxic MW does as well, as we saw a few walkouts from last week. It's quite difficult to start walking
He
up
did.
there.
Yeah, he didn't worry about that turn 10, he was cautious about it.
Yeah, because
You
it
know, make a
destroys the
shift and that and then try to
tires.
click the Y as well, or whatever your buttons are. Bit complicated. If you can hook it up nicely, then you're looking towards a really good lap.
Oh, Jesse's a 10th down. You'll have one more lap after this to go for it. But I'll say
57 track right now.
we're in the. It's basically do or die now, as some would
Should go
say.
for a second.
26 flat, no improvement made there.
I believe Button is in the outlap as well. I
Oh,
thought I've got
McLaren's
McLaren
round.
off.
Oh, it's Caesar.
Oh, that was close to the car coming round the corner.
He's all good though.
Oh, the first heart attack of the week.
I'll be old man's if the first car to start finished a flying lap, and if he wants, he can go again afterwards. So coming across the last couple of corners, here comes old Manzi, coming across the line. It's a 26.212, improved slightly, but he looks like he's going to plan on going again.
Got Ford will be the next to come across round the last corner.
4/10 up, it'll be a challenger.
Pushing towards the line.
26
P5.
flat, just ahead of his Red Bull teammate, Scotsman.
Scotsman now coming.
It's a 26.2, puts
P8.
himself P8. Cornish is
Still got time
next.
for another lap.
Cornish is 3/10 up on his time. Into the last corner, very nicely done, using all the track to his advantage. Coming across the line, it's a 25-2. Looks,
Is that a surprise?
looks like it's game set match. Oh, Jesse Racer validated.
Validated.
Vinny's
Benny's
2/10
down
up.
to 2/10. Yep, up, sorry.
Coming across the line, graded Vinny, sets a 25-7, puts himself onto the front row. Toxic MW's next, he's sensed
up
it.
to 6.
26,
P7.
oh, just behind. I'll be Button next in the Ferrari, he's 700s up. Can he dislodge any of the front two? Jamie's went round at the curb of death. Button, oh, just misses out in the front row. Manzi's going again, he's
Manzi.
100s up. Doesn't improve, unfortunately. Caesar 2
Wasn't
Wizard.
3/10 up.
Very nicely. Oh, bit of a wiggle at the last corner. Here he comes. Across the line. It's a 26-0. Throws himself just in front of 4D. What a session that was.
I do believe that's us. Jamie's, yep, that should be us.
That's all she wrote.
That was very close yet again. 1 second, I do believe, separates the whole top 10.
Yeah, it's just under a second.
So I have Cornish starting on the mediums from the front, which doesn't even hold that position off the start. We've got a Jamie fan in the chat. It should be a good race. It's looking very close to the whole qualifying.
Yep. As we have Jake Moore in the chat saying up the Bills. Obviously, Red Bull driver and F3. Second and 7th for the drivers, not too bad. Vinny on the front row. Hopefully I can challenge Cornish. Button is 3rd. Jamie is 4th. Jesse is 5th. on their F4 debut. Caesar2 Wizard on his F4 debut lines up P6, Fordy, P7 talks to KMW, P8 Old Manzi, P9, and Scotsman lines up P10.
It's looking very good yet again.
I'm really looking forward to this midfield battle at the start of the race as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Quite a lot of drivers at the back, I'm sure, will opt for the hard tyres to the softs. We'll have heard others saying hard to medium, medium to hard. Different strategies can go around. Interesting to see if we can get Ibdy around the first corner and no safety cars, hopefully. And it would bring Ibdy back together then and start again. It'd be nice. And then we wait for probably 5 minutes.
Old Cornish's game's crashed, so that's gonna throw a bit of a spanner in the works.
Hopefully that doesn't bug us out. If you excuse me for 2 seconds, I need to go grab a hanky. I'm back. So we've got 4 driving, 5 drivers in the mediums, in the top 10 I do believe. Colin is starting from the front, Button in P3, Jamie in P4, Caesar Wizard in P6, and Scotsman in P10. We're vulnerable to the fresher tyres, the fresher mediums. As Shakemeyer points out, Cornish is rather fast today.
Yep, I've seen his race pace as well.
Hopefully he can finish today, as last year he had a crash which hampered him.
So dogs that now. Cheeky projection. Who is going to be
Top
your top
three.
3 for this race?
Right, so we can just start off with Cornish going P1, I'm pretty sure that's clear, hopefully, for him anyway. It's hard to decide, there's so many so close. I think it's hard to say if the mediums will do well. I think Cornish will finish in P1. I'm going to go with Button P2 and can I tell? It's so hard. With Primus, I feel like Primus has got the strategy nailed.
Yep, as we spoke about earlier, I believe 2 or 3 of the winners this week out of the 4 races were outside the top 10. I started tactical P11 and 1, Muddy started 13th and 1, and I believe that was it.
Yes, it proves it can work rather well. A good mix at the back of the queue. The back of the pack currently some fitting hard, some fitting mediums.
If they go hard and
Hard.
take them long enough, they can put lap 20, lap 21, put the softs on and they'll fly them probably at least 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap quicker on people in old hards and old mediums.
It's also a good risk though, if you get involved in any damage then your strategy can be flung out the window, as some would say. Just waiting for Scotsman, I do believe we'll get us underway shortly, hopefully. Hard to soft is a GOAT strategy, and that's us 25 seconds now. And then away. Are you wanting to take us through a formation lap?
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. And then we'll be underway. Hopefully no bugs, no nothing like that. Do 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 do. Here we go.
Right.
Yep.
So, starting at the back, we have the reserve driver of Unison in the Williams car on the hard compound tyres. P18 we have Alco Saints in the Racing Point on the hard compound tyres. P17 we have TYG Rogue in the Alfa Romeo on the hard tyres. P16 we have UKI Demons in the AlphaTauri. Lines up P16 on the medium tyres. P15 we have Barry 23 in the other Alfa Romeo. Lines up P15 on the medium tyres. P14 we have Fishsticks 957, last season's winner, hopefully can retain that title. Heel and the McLaren on the mediums. P13 we have iCharismic and the AlphaTauri on the hard compound tyres. And P12 we have Prime Oak. P12 we have Primus Gaming and the Mercedes on the hard compound tyres. And P11 we have Craigie Senna and the reserve driver in the Ferrari on the medium tyres. P10 we have RSF1 Scotsman and the Renault on the medium compound tyres. And to the top 10 we go, we have P9 Oglandy 31 and the Mercedes on the soft compound tyres. P8 we have Toxic MW in the Haas car on the soft compound tyres. P7 we have Ford 2104 and the Red Bull on the soft tyres. P6 we have Caesar2 Wizard and the McLaren on the medium compound tyres. P5 we have Jesse Racer and the Renault on the soft compound tyres. P4 we have iJamie I24 and the Williams on the medium compound tyres. In P3 we have RSF1 Button and the Ferrari on the medium compound tyres. In P2 we have Graded Vinny in the Red Bull on the soft compound tyres. And in P1 we have XRL Cornish in the Racing Point on the medium compound tyres.
You see Scotsman did get that jump back to the line of contact Craigie Senna or whatever way it was, but when I done Div 5 last season he was very famous for starting on the freezing cold tires and still managing to come back and win it, so it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up at the top. Then we'll just cross my fingers and hope for green lights.
So, do you want to take the lights?
I'll take the lights so you can just jump in as well, see what we see. Hopefully. There we go, 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go, Cornish getting a decent start. Looks like Grady Vinny get a better start, I'm not too sure, can't get a proper angle. Got a driver on the back going off. Oh, this is like 5 wide right here. Cornish retains the lead into turn 1. Oh, we've got a Red Bull off right in the middle.
Oh, we've got a bit of carnage towards the back end of the field.
Another driver though. Surprised that's not a safety car.
We're all still facing the right direction. Vanny's all the way down to last now.
It's really unfortunate after his good start.
He's got wing damage as well. Better pick up wing damage, is anyone?
Couple of position changes there, Button up 1, Jamie up 1, Toxic MW up 5, great start for him.
Oh,
Caesar
Williams
Wizard up 2.
Unison, sorry, can't remember you there.
Oh,
But
Wizard
Cornish
and Jamie going side by side.
I see that.
Up this straight, look at ERS activated, looking up the inside maybe. So he's going to back off from it. Oh, he's still... Ooh.
Oh, Unison's round again.
Not going though, no, leaves the car like that. That's a damage across the grid.
Scotsman's down the field, has Scotsman got damage? He's just got damage. That end plate's just went flat. Oh, he is still on the track.
Alco Saints has also got damage as well, they're going side by side into their last turn. Scotsman looks like he's braking later. Still side by side.
Safety car. Oh, Rogue's lost it in the last corner. Safety car is going to help everyone.
Anderson can get in this last corner.
Oh no. Oh, we've got a bit of a cluster down at turn 1.
Quite a lot of drivers managing to just sneak into the pit there. Is that the safety
All the
car
drivers-
waiting on everybody else?
Yeah, the leaders just get past the safety car as well.
That's a good time for my grid to go now. It doesn't really matter as much as everybody will start to go round again. In format, this will work out very well for the folk who've pitted just there.
Vinny onto the hard, so he'll probably do the hards to soft, because as we've seen this week, people have tried to stretch those tyres too long and it's not paid off.
It'll be very interesting to see if the front runners do pit. Am I right in saying somebody managed to go soft medium yesterday after a safety car?
There was
one
a
or
few
two.
people. I was Chloe
Yeah.
Marshall, my teammate Pid, which they paid on lap 11 for the mediums and took them to the end. Not in very good shape, but they still done it.
It's certainly possible, as you said, they're not very best of shape, can be very dodgy as well. Punctures can happen, we saw last week Scotsman got one of them.
There's another thing, as we saw last night, RSF Hush as well, tried to take those tyres 25 laps, they blew up on lap 24.
Cornish
Well, after
is
24
staying
laps,
out,
so yeah, and
NW
W pits. All these soft tyre runners are going to pit, maybe go double medium.
at 4
Or maybe-
PM, Jesse in. I think they might just get out in front of everybody else though.
Oh,
'cause,
two of them on the hards,
maybe-
14 toxic onto the hards, Jesse onto the mediums.
I do believe that is very much possible to hold them to the end, but it certainly will be tough.
I was last night, I believe Hush paid lap 2, start of lap 3 for the hards, and they blew up in the penultimate lap. So if unless they've got very good tyre management, They
Maybe a
could
good
do.
start for Cornish, retaining his lead. Looks like had a good first lap, good bit off the line. Whole bits of damage down the field, but everybody's catching back up and we can like another lap of this and that'll be us.
it may actually be in the end of this lap, to be honest with you.
I mean, I would love that, but what this game's like, you never know. You say quite a lot of drivers opting for the mediums, also hard, so see if they can make it. Or if they're planning another safety car, we'll see what can happen then.
Charismic's in a good position on this hards. What he wants to do now is just stick with these quicker cars, and if he can do so, he can be much quicker at the end of the race on either the soft compound of tyres or the mediums.
Let's just hope we see that safety car in this lap. It would be lovely to see. I do believe last week in F4 we didn't get one safety car.
Yeah, I don't. We had a very cool race in F1 last week.
Couple of folk going off, but apart from that,
Oh,
no safety car we did lose.
Bit of a
There we
late
go.
call.
That's all good. Cornish will back us up now and get ready to go again. Old Manzi will be looking to move out the field, only driver currently on the softs.
So when will Cornish go? He'll probably would like to go after the last corner. He's done so. Overtaken Abel straight away. He's called that perfectly with safety car. Jamie's all over the back of Button, coming down the start finish straight. He's in the slipstream. He's going to look up the inside into turn 1. Button's very late in the break, so 14 Prime's going at it. Scotsman, the wise old fox, takes advantage of that as well and gets past 40. Alco looking up the inside as well into turn 1.
Jamie's still going with a button into turns 3. Is this 4? 4.
Oh, very hard
Very
race.
tight there. Caesar's looking there, but couldn't quite manage
Fish
to get
sticks
the
and
move.
Unison going at it. Unison's been squeezed out. Toxic MW. Just behind the two with Jesse Race on the mediums. Wants to make ground up as quick as possible. But Cornish is bottled out front already. 1.5 second gap.
He did burn through about 30% of his ERS, slowly building that back up though, just looking to get that gap, pull away.
And then we have a big, we've still basically got a train where it separates off from Fish
Get
Sticks.
Toxic going side by
Oh.
side with Unseen. Unseen looks very jittery.
He
If
does.
they can see that, if it's just us, hopefully doesn't interfere with any of the driving. A little bit of a gap formed from Barry to Fish Sticks, I do believe.
Yep. So, beginning the 5th lap of the race, Cornish leads the way by 1.5 seconds to Button, who's burned 50% of his battery. And then we have a very close battle across the field. Teaser defending the
Primus
inside
in the
line.
back of Jesse.
Bit of a
Primus
walker.
up the inside. Primus gets that move done. Used quite a lot of ERS there, but
He's
managed
went
to get the move
deep.
done.
He leads Jess to the room. Bit of
She's back in, a little bit of a
contact.
nudge there.
It's all good.
ERS activated again. He's really pushing his ERS right here. Getting the move done again. Gonna keep it this time. Using the curb again. Jesse like move with a switchback. Scotsman's also there. Two Reynolds behind each other. Jesse all over the back of Primus by the looks of it.
Very good racing early on in this
Primus
race.
Primus a little bit of a wobble there. Kept it nice to the rope.
Yeah, Cornish. It really is starting to flex the muscles now. He's pulled about another couple of tenths this lap. Making Button use his ERS. Oh, Mandel looks like he's getting a bit racy. Craigie Senna, who's just about to fall out of DRS.
You want to try and get the best out of the tyre for the last, I believe, about 9 laps roughly. Maybe that safety car, maybe he can get into lap 11.
Yep.
He'll try to move up as fast as he possibly can.
Button's closed up to Cornish a bit, but he's had to burn a lot of ERS in doing so. He's pulled a bit of a gap to Jamie. And we've got the AlphaTauri's have also switched round, as I've just saw that. Fish Sticks is beginning to close back up to Barry. Oh, I
the
see.
back of Fordy.
Oh, very late in the brakes. Oh, there's a laggy
Move,
car.
a bit of contact with Scotsman. I don't think Scotsman will appreciate that, but Saints comes out on top. There's a car off, we've got a Ferrari off, that's Craigie Senna, and there's contact.
He's got damage. Damage rank.
Is that Mercedes as well? But Man's
Oh,
looks
big
fine.
damage. He must have
Is
made
this
him.
Senna?
Yeah, big damage for Senna.
Oh,
Probably red or orange wing damage. UK
it's a really
Demons.
compromised man saying that, holding them up quite a bit round this technical part. I wouldn't really want to go too wide, but if must. Man's looking up the inside. Manzi squeezing by, trying to keep up with, I do believe it will be Caesar Wizard. Demons now all over the back of Craigie Senna and squeezing past as well.
Oh, very. Oh, Chrismic. Oh no. Oh, Chrismic's just ran into the back of Craigie Senna. Oh, Manzi also dives in. Chrismic's got a bit of wing damage. Here comes Barry. He could get both AlphaTauri's here if he's quick enough in Australia, but doesn't quite do. It breaks very late compared to Charismatic. Good respectful racing between the two. Still side by side. Barry's just pulled in front, but Charismatic's not giving up. He gets past. Oh, Unseen and Unseen and Fishstick's going at it now for P8 on the road.
Very close together, these two. Up the inside.
Oh, bit of a late lunge.
Optimistic move. Doesn't quite get it done, but still there. I do believe we get DRS activated, don't we?
Yep, we've got DRS.
Yep, we do, yep.
Oh, Unseen with a
Alco
bit of
Saints.
mistake.
Alco Saints getting past Jesse Racer now, he's really flying currently.
With a big train here behind Charismatic, who's obviously got the wing damage. But out in front, Cornish still leads the way by 2.2 seconds to RSF1 Button, followed by Jamie and Caesar 2 Wizard in battle for the second, third and fourth, followed by UK Demons and Barry in a long little train.
Yep. Primus looking like he's going to go up the inside here. Side by side, Unseen's pushing a bit wide, Primus slots him right behind him. Little chain we've got going here, Chris really holding these guys up but doesn't want to go in and compromise
Here
his
comes
strategy.
Alco and Toxic MW. MW's giving them a bit of a squeeze. Oh, Charisma got very defensive against fish sticks. Up the inside goes fish sticks. Unseen gives him a little tap. Primus gives him a tap as well. Oh, there's
but 2 hours
contact!
round, Prime. Oh!
Primus and Alco, contact's been made. Charisma's coming back. Charisma's coming back.
That's
Unseen
unfortunate.
met a lot of wheel banging. Unseen's had a wobble.
It's very unfortunate for Primus and Alco looking very good there. Unseen looking up the inside again on Charismic. Charismic still got that damage though.
Oh,
Unseen gets the move done.
he's still there.
Oh yep.
Side by side through turn 10, it's not going to work.
Charismic
Oh,
goes
the switch
really,
back.
really deep.
And it's up into P8 Unseen.
Toxic in the back of Jesse. I think he'll push that there, and that was smart decision.
Yep, Toxic
Using
will
the
be
Renex
looking
language.
to get those cars to the end, obviously. We've still got this little train here behind Button for second, third and fourth. And Caesar has most of the RS out of all of them, with about 3/4 of a battery. Button used all of his. Jamie's using his now. So back on board with this battle now for P9. Here comes Jesse Racer. Chrismic's squeezing her to the inside. Very defensive manoeuvres. But clean and fair. Yeah, Chrismic's still going side by side. Through the kink of turn 2. On to 3.
They both got the DRS there. Jesse looks like he's going to pull it on top though.
Chrismic's still there. He's not going down without a fight. Chrismic and Jesse does in fact get past into turn 4 and moves up into P9. Oh,
Toxic.
pushing him round the outside of the hairpin of turn. Oh, Scots with the wise old fox now gets a switch back on Toxic. Gonna look round the outside of turn 9 to 10.
Toxic's still there though. Now on the back in Charismic. Charismic's still struggling with damage, but it looks like they're holding up quite a couple of drivers.
Yep.
Horner's really pulling that gap away now.
It's just staying stationary at 2.3, 2.2 seconds. Because Corners with half a battery. Button with about 20 odd percent.
Toxic trying to get the move here. Nope. Charismic pulling away again. Scott's been really getting close against
Scott's
Toxic.
been damage! Oh, that's not the first time. Oh no. He could get away with pen for the hards now. Toxic didn't expect Cosmic to pit. And pulled out last second. Where's
I have to say, did Scotsman get damage on that?
Yeah, he did get damage unfortunately.
The two Red Bulls here also fighting alongside the other Haas, or so Toxic and W still. Going to the move round Graded Vinny on the outside.
Alco's got damage. That's three weight! Fordy smartly backs out of that. Alco's got more damage.
40 wide.
Alco's got big damage now to his front wing.
I think Primus is disconnected.
I'll get him back in now.
And he's the X above his head.
Yeah, he has, so I'll get him back in now.
That's unfortunate. This little train at the front as well of Button, Jamie, and he's a wizard.
And then the rules are gone, but yeah, Jamie's a lot closer to Button this time. Button's got about 10. He's got no ERS. Jamie goes to the inside, and it looks like he'll take it. Oh, Button's very late in the brakes. A bit of contact in the braking zone.
Barry and UK Demons as well. Demons looking for the switchback maybe.
Caesar. Caesar's also going to get past Button. I'm looking on the inside. Oh. This is great racing at the minute.
Graded Vinny gets past Toxic's MW there. Toxic again. Red Bull Sandwich. Toxic at the DRS, still got on the inside. A little bit of a lock up. Get it on top again. Very good racing so far.
Yep. Button's starting to struggle now. I think he's starting to struggle on his time because he's struggling to keep up now with Caesar.
Just let it go very wide there.
Does he get damaged?
Would you believe?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't look like it no. Mediums go about 12 to 15, I'm pretty sure.
It was 12 to 16 was the max. Here comes Caesar, got the extra battery compared to Jamie. Jamie's not going to bother defending it. Caesar on his F4 debut moves up into P2.
Button is in the pit now, closely followed behind by Demons, I do believe.
Onto the hard tires goes Button. Just gets out in front of Demons. He's also putting hards on. So I've got our first one stoppers in. Charismic's just putting a purple middle sector.
Unseen and Fish Sticks looking up the inside maybe. Late braking. A little bit of contact there
Oh, bit of a
again.
wobble.
Up
Right
side
near
by side.
side.
Oh,
Very good racing.
Good racing. Little bit of tap there though.
Oh, a bit more contact, but it's all good. Going.
Fish Sticks with the switchback.
Oh, this is great.
Oh.
Oh, Jesse's had a wobble.
And Jesse, yep. Got my camera woman there. Fish Sticks are a bit wobbly in the edge, so that cover's a bit dodgy. Toxic on Vinny. Went up the inside.
Oh, bit contact. Oh, bit
Vinny
contact.
goes wide and loses 2 positions there. Or whatever happened, wasn't on board to stay up.
So, Caesar's in. He's going to look to try and get the undercut on Cornish.
Fish Sticks keeping up well with Yunsin.
Toxic MW breaking the toe there of the drivers. 2 Red Bulls behind.
They put a little bit of healthy gap there.
Yeah,
to
Premise
Red
is back
Bulls.
now. I managed to get Premise back in.
That's good. He's still in point paying position, but that could have compromised him quite a lot. Hopefully he can get right back into it.
Caesar's jump Button by a good distance as well. 3 seconds. Maybe Button had like damage, but it wasn't visible damage.
Uncle Saints taking the fastest lap of the race, a 30.9.
Fish Sticks and Jesse are going at it. Fish Sticks unseen and Jesse be going at it for quite a few of them laps now. Obviously those hard will be in better condition than Fish Sticks mediums, which he's been on since the start of the race.
You
But
can see
what-
the little pack starting to slab right now.
Cornish is coming into the pit lane. And also Jamie is. Will Barry follow them in, or is he going to extend his stint?
And Barry looks like he's going to go in as well.
So Unseen is going to take the lead, Fish Sticks is going to dive in. So Unseen takes the lead of the Grand Prix, followed by Jesse Racer in the Renault. Oh, the big Cornish may have been held up. Where's Caesar Wizard in all this? It's going to be close between them. The undercut attempt from Caesar's worked to close up to the back. Jamie gets out in front of Bun. So the undercut attempt.
Ciso after the ERS. Very close now using that ERS, getting really close to him. Don't think he's close enough to make the move. Nope, nope. A bit of a lock up in
Oh,
the right
Vinny
there.
wobble. Alco sends another fastest lap of the race. But now
Cornish
this,
currently being held up by Primus and that, so that will help his chances to try and pull away.
oh, very late in the race, Caesar walks up like Lily goes deep, so now this is the interesting part of the race. All these people that pitted under the first safety car are still on the old hard compound tyres are now in front of the net leaders of Cornish, Caesar, Jamie and Button.
See there was a slight wobble there, thought he was about to go, but kept it nicely. Cornish getting pulling really close to Primus currently. What about the ERS on as well? Might they go for the move? I think you just wait for the DRS off.
Vinny going to try to break the toe. Caesar's lost quite a bit of time. Vinny's breaking that toe
Catch
a
up
lot.
there.
He's just got not
Cornish
much ERS.
A little bit of a look there, but
Oh,
waited patiently.
bit wide through. But he's breaking that toe near enough every straight.
Cornish in the back of Primus. Don't think he'll move the move there. Nope. Getting very, very close though, and this is really hampering
Oh,
Cornish.
Caesar! Caesar run the outside of the hairpin of turn 8.
Go for a little bit of a switch back there, didn't quite pay off, but he's still right in the back of Cornish.
Yeah, Cornish is really feeling the effect of this traffic. Oh no, bit of damage. Yeah, Cornish damage.
Oh, that's really going to bother having his race currently.
Oh, that's a
Sure, he won't be
shame.
happy with that. Done really well last week in qualifying, suffered this damage, not to retire, I believe. Hopefully this week he can keep where he is and currently get a couple of points
He's
after
on-
that
yeah, he's
great
got a-
qualifying.
He hit the back of Primus into turn 10, which gave him damage, and he's understeering everywhere. So here comes Caesar
Yeah.
2 Wizard, looking to take the net lead of the race, and moves himself into P7 currently.
Nicely done from him.
Oh, both had
Cornish
the wobble.
pit.
Yeah, Cornish into the pits. He follows Primus in.
Primus as
Oh!
well.
Oh, that's close.
Very close.
So that promotes Jamie into a net P2 now, with Button and a net P3. I imagine Cornish will just put the mediums back on. Yep, he does. Along with
So
Primus.
Jesse will pit soon.
I don't think she'll get the mediums too. If she can take the mediums 3 more laps, she can get them to the softs.
Yeah.
Then it'll be game on.
Caesar all over the back of graded Vinny.
We're currently 32 viewers at the minute, so thank you all for tuning in. And here comes Caesar. Now gets a great run off turn 10. He's going to fly past Vinny into P5 of the race. Oh, bit of
Oh, a little bit of
contact
bump.
between the two, but it's all good.
Don't believe that'll be any damage. Caesar really pushing up here. He's looking to be the net leader. Cornish unfortunately dropped all the way at the back, but it's on the mediums now, so hopefully he can move his way up again.
Jesse
They're
Racer
trying for a safety car.
is looking pretty racy, along with Unseen.
Managing the tiles really well, they still look quite decent.
Toxic NW's breaking the toe towards 40, who's not got much ERS. He's doing it, a bit of weaving going on.
40,
40.
maybe look up and yep.
Oh, oh, Toxic NW turns out the corners to make sure he gives us been very good driving there from Toxic NW.
Good reaction time.
Very clean driving as well from Toxic. Oh, Jesse Racer.
First penalty of the race. This is one of the tracks where it is rare that penalties pop up as much as your normal tracks.
Yeah, there's not much extending to be done around here. There's only really turn 2 and after start sector 3. Primus and Scotsman switch places. So what are these top two going to do? Unseen, it's not pit yet, will have to pit again. Jesse will have to pit again. Unseen. And Jesse's still another lap. Looks like they're going to commit to the soft tyres.
Timus getting past Scotsman again. Ford
into the pit
pits.
lane. That's just going to help Caesar a lot more now.
Caesar does seem to be the net leader as and such.
Oh,
Much better tires with a
Cornish
car
just
off,
went
that'll
round.
be Cornish,
Fast right hander, that's a shame. Ford down to the medium tyres. He'll maybe think he'll rejoin
Caesar.
red bounce.
Caesar all over the back, gone up the inside by the looks of it. Back contact.
Scotsman calls that a night.
These two side by side. Oh, Toxic takes the line.
Jamie's all over the back
Unfortunate for
of
Scotsman.
Vinny now.
Toxic goes wide. I'll go up the inside, inside now.
Oh. Yep. Caesar gets the place. Craigie Senna and Crismic also squabbling for position along Demons and Barry.
Jamie and Vinny as well. Vinny trying to break that toe with his
Oh,
DR got a car
never mind.
off.
Charismic's off to Darnell. He's lost it. Charismic curb. But what Bodder named it there? Oh, comes back on track side by side with Primus. What Bodder named it? Initial founder of the league.
Yeah, Jamie in the back of Vinny looking very fast, much fresher tyres as well up the inside. But looks like Vinny will get the DRS, I do believe, in the next straight.
Jesse's in the pit lane. Vinny and Jamie going at it.
I do believe Toxic will
Vinny's
just
in the
use
pits.
Caesar. Up, Caesar, Toxic on Caesar.
Jesse in the pits for the mediums.
Interesting.
Toxic's really fighting Caesar here. He's going to kill his tyres if he has any hope of getting into the end. Goes defensive straight away.
Jesse coming out in P9, I do believe. Side by side with Fish 6.
Barry and Damon's going at it for P6 on the road. Oh, big lock up from Barry.
Unseen off the pit, I'm pretty sure he'll pit really soon, take on these soft tyres. Pretty sure that'll bring him out at P6 roughly, I think. I'm not too sure on the pit time right here.
And I imagine Unseen will be in next few laps. The soft
I think
tyres.
so.
Yep. He'll come up.
Jesse in the back of Fish Sticks.
He'll come out round about Jesse, and if he can get in front
Oh.
of Barry and all that, he'll get cleaner on those softs and he'll push it. Oh, Jesse of the inside of Fish Sticks. Side by
Side
side.
by side. Up the inside. Oh, nice move.
Very good switchback manoeuvre. Unseen's in
Very
the
well.
pitch.
Oh,
Red Bull soft
Vinny.
tyres.
Oh my god, Vinny's off. And he's on the track, that could be a safety car.
If it's a safety. Oh, is it? Oh, no
Virtual.
way. And this is played into the hands of Unseen. He's going to get out just in front of the AlphaTauri here. He's using overtake. He's launching up the inside of Barry. He gets Barry. This is perfect. He's got.
Oh, I get to give it back. It kills me for a 5-second time penalty.
Oh, what's going on here?
I think I've got the safety car bug, which is really holding up quite a lot of drivers here.
Oh, this is
Just
not
keep
one
driving and the
second.
penalty will get removed.
One of them needs to drive off track too.
Just keep driving, I'm pretty sure the penalty will get removed. It's not your fault.
We're back
Flags
racing.
it again.
And Unseen straight onto it.
They're much fresher tyres. We're looking to get the moves up the inside. Really nice move over there. Even got the DRS. I'm building quite a bit of ERS.
Okay, now we've got a train. Jamie's caught up to the back of Caesar and Toxic MW.
Jamie on the fresher tyres along with Button as well, followed closely behind. 9 laps left. I believe Button will catch up quite a bit along with Barry. But I believe Unseen will catch up rather quickly. We've got Jesse Racer going side by side with Demons in the final turn.
Unseen's got 10.9 seconds to the leader.
Somebody's in the pit. Is that baited me out?
Unseen's up in
Bahrain back
fifth.
Unseen. Yep, looking really fast now.
Alex or Aldaf indeed they are looking very good. P3 and 5. Unseen is going to go for the race win.
He's more than likely to do it. He has got the pace and the much fresher attack compared to everybody else.
If he catches 2 seconds a lap, he'll catch the one up, the penultimate lap, possibly. James all over the back of Toxic MW.
A bit of a wobble on the exit of that turn. Turn 10. Craig is in for a 3-second time penalty.
Unseen's absolutely flying. What's the gap to leader now? It was 10.9 start of first sector, now it's near enough 8. This is Unseen's race to lose.
Look at Jesse close in the back of Barry in the medium tyres.
Oh, Jamie makes a move on Toxic.
Toxic will get the DRS so he could come right back at him.
Jesse gets past Barry as well, who pulls over for the DRS. Smart thinking for Barry.
Fox with the 18 lap old Hards looking for the move again up the inside.
Unseen takes fastest lap.
A lock up, Jamie looking for the switch back. Fox got a bit of contact there, touched oversteer.
Damage for any driver. Nope, they're all good. Caesar's
Nope,
pulled
all
a gap
good.
now. Gap to leader for Unseen is 8.4. That gap's constantly coming down.
Jamie and Toxic getting really close again. Jamie looking to get that move done and hunt down Caesar if he can. Toxic putting up a good fight though, trying to defend
Oh,
that net
Jamie off
P2.
the
Jamie goes
track.
wide. He's
Oh,
got a retirement.
Charismic's called
Charismic in
down
the
9.
pit.
Big lock up for Caesar into turn 12. No, 10, sorry. Unseen is within. Going to get DRS for the start finish straight, and he has a lot of battery as well.
Showed the cops a 10-second time penalty. Don't ask me how he done that.
Who does?
Followed it, just popped up 10 seconds there.
He must have ran wide somewhere.
Oh, Jamie for a 3-second time penalty. That can really compromise him here.
That'll compromise him a lot. Good buttons
Looking
within.
for the move on
three.
Toxic though, up the round the outside. Toxic lets him go.
He's going to get the DRS.
But
Now
Toxic
off
goes playing for that DRS, so might just go for the move again. This could be a race to the end with these two, or we can just stay within the 3-second time. Yeah. But Toxic going again for the move. It's not a good fight with these old tyres. Jamie looking for the switch back.
Look how much buttons caught up to them now as well.
Yeah, it's really hampering
With
them, I suppose.
Unseen. And Caesar's just walked off into the distance. Jamie up the
he's sailing away.
inside. Yeah, they're slowing each other up so much now. Unseen's on the back. Yep, Muddy, that is correct. It depends how quick he can get through the traffic. Because at the minute there's 7 laps remaining with a
But not
7.3
really deep,
gap.
leaving the door open, unseen, side by side now. A good
Right
angle.
near side. Oh.
I like a good angle for this. Unseen will probably get the move down here with the DRS and probably a little bit of ERS should make it go. There we go.
Button's defending
Looking
it
for the move
though.
up inside. Yep, button really put on defence.
Oh, what a move.
See that?
Very
Right
late
braking,
in
yeah, really
brakes.
just. Now he'll be hunting down. It's not a, it's about a 2-second gap, so should be easy enough to catch up. 6 laps left.
It'll need about 1.5 seconds a lap. Oh, these two going at it again. Toxic does the same manoeuvre. Breaks early for the DRS, lets Jamie go past. This is a pain in the backside for Jamie.
Yeah, but he really is trying to get away and pull that 3-second gap. And well, Unseen and Button are really catching up as well.
We have a lock up for Toxic, goes
Toxic.
right round the outside. Gets the inside line for turn 2, shows Jamie the door. And Toxic gets past again with now Unseen in the DRS.
Yep, once he's caught up rapidly there, he'll be looking to get past these two pronto. I believe he will get past for the DRS pretty soon. Fenton they let him at and they just use him for a tow.
Jamie moves it out. No, he doesn't. Now he does. Jamie moves out the way of his Williams teammate.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get the tow off Unseen, I do believe. Unseen in the back of Toxic. He'll maybe up the inside here, looking for it.
Right round the
Round the
outside.
outside now.
Turn 13. There's contact. Oh! Jamie overtakes him off track. He'll need to give that position back, which he does. Unseen will have 5
Yep,
laps to close,
sailing.
7.6 seconds.
I don't know if that's possible, but it most certainly could be. Jamie in the back of Toxic again. Jamie going for the move up the inside. Button using a pull as well. Button maybe looking for the move in Toxic. That piece braking anyway, just didn't avoid any cause of damage.
Fish sticks on
Well-
demons as well as another
Will
battle.
Toxic's tiles last to the end?
I don't. The way he's been battling, I highly doubt it.
He can manage it, it'll be very good, but it's very tricky to guess at the moment. Unseen looks like he's catching up rather fast to Caesar.
He's not going on. He needs to find a bit more pace. There'll be 4 laps remaining, so he needs to near enough take 2 seconds a lap. Unseen, who's a very quick and consistent driver.
Look at the penalties. One. There we go. Jamie's got a 3-second time penalty, Jess Racer's got a 3-second, Ford with a 10-second time penalty, Alco Saints with a 3-second time penalty, Cornish with a 3-second time penalty, and Craig Senna with a 6-second time penalty.
Yeah, now in front is 6.3 seconds.
Jesse Racing and Button in the back of Toxic now. Looks like Toxic's really struggling with these tyres.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe she's letting them by now.
Oh,
Jesse up the inside.
that was close. Oh no, contact. Jesse's
Oh, Toxic's round.
he's reversed it all away. He's keeping it away from the racing line as well. That promotes a couple of more drivers. Cornish looks like he's just going to
Jesse
go for
side by side with Button.
these 2 good friends from last season.
Very good driving round there. Hard 3 mediums. Contact. Button gets pushed a little bit wide there, but I'm sure he come right back at him.
So if Jesse can pull 3 seconds on Button, it'll be a battle between Jesse and Jamie for the last podium position. Unseen's not close enough on... What's his name? Caesar.
Something like Caesar has got this one in the bag.
So Caesar,
Six getting closer to Demons.
with 40 beginning to close up, but he's got that 10-second penalty which is going to hinder him massively. Fishstick's closing on Demons, who's very low in the he's got no ERS. Demons defends the inside line. Fishstick's very late in the brakes, goes right round the outside. Toxic pits off those tyres and he'll probably go for the fastest lap. Gap out front is 5.5 seconds. Toxic pits onto the soft steel. He'll go for fastest lap.
The fish sticks and Demons still going at it. Hold the closely following behind. Yeah, the unseen gap isn't getting much smaller. If you can manage to pull off 5.8 seconds in 2 laps, then Christ, it's a miracle. Williams looking quite good for the 2-3 here, I do believe, if they can pull away from Button.
So what, Jessie can 2, she's got 2.7 to Jamie and 1.7 to Button, with Barry not too far behind as well. Now for Romeo, good drive from Barry.
Ford the close man and Damon's trying to keep up with fish sticks, I do believe.
Here comes 40, looking close
But
to Demons.
really low in the ERS. Damon's very vulnerable to 40. 40 thinks more of it, gets very close. 40 much closer this time round to the DRS as well, not a lot of ERS to burn.
Toxic and Cornish are fighting for it. Here comes Cornish, is it going to take the fastest lap? I would imagine so. Cornish takes the fastest lap of the race. Takes that point off on Scene, who's a reserve driver at the minute.
Closest battle going, I think, is Ford and Damon's.
So here comes Caesar beginning to start the final lap. Sorry to cut in on you there.
It's all good. Ford managed to build up a little bit of ERS during that lap, maybe a little push lap in the back of Demons. They could possibly get that 10-second getting penalty removed by the stewards, so it's always worth pushing.
As we're all spread out, man.
Yeah, very, very spread out. I think if that was a... It was a name it off, it was a safety car, bring everybody back together for the last couple of laps.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll spice things up.
So, I'm going to ride on board with Caesar. Coming round one of the last corners. Now, come for the third last corner. It's been a great drive from Caesar. I believe he started like P4 or something maybe. Made his moves when he had to. And Caesar is going to come across the line to win his debut in F4 for the McLaren team. Yellow flag, 40s went round. Oh!
I'm trying to see this. I need to see this.
It's going to be close between Jesse and Button. Button gets fourth with 700s. Oh, he gets a point with that. Oh my god. He 40 flew. Flew to Narnia.
Overall, it's a really good race there.
Unseen gets driver of the day from the game, but also you can go to the RSF1 Twitter after the race, which is Racing Series F1, where the driver of the day poll will be put up against 4 drivers. I imagine Unseen will definitely be on there. Caesar would probably be on there. Well, that's me guessing. Master Chow, if
The
you're watching.
Williams getting that 1-2, sorry, 2-3.
So do I do a rundown and
Yeah.
invite our podium drivers in?
Yep. Ah. If it will let me see the stats, it'd be nice. Maybe. Yep, here we go. Caesar's Wizard taking first place, Unseen taking second, Jamie in third, Button taking fourth, Jesse Racer with fifth, Barry with sixth, Fish Sticks with seventh, UK Demons with eighth, ninth goes to Old Manzy, and Craigie Senna picks up the last point.
Yeah, probably wait for our last driver of the podium to, which is Jamie. I'll at him now, see if he's coming on with us. If not, it'll just be us four. Here he is. Perfect.
So if you want, do you want to do third and first and I'll do second, or how do you want to go?
It's up to you, I'm not bothered, I'll do anything.
Either. I don't mind.
As your stream, you can do first and third, I'll do second.
Yeah, there we go. Right, so I do believe Abdi's in. Just make sure Abdi's included your audio.
Yeah, I'm included. All good.
I'm included.
My mouth is
Right, so so we'll start off with Jamie, I believe, third.
Yep.
Yeah. So I believe you started. Was it fourth you started? I believe.
I think so, yeah, 4th or 5th, yeah.
It's a good drive altogether, not moving much, but altogether, how do you feel your race went?
It went well in the first stint. I kept fairly close to second, but I had no pace on hard, so just every time I was getting a bit close, something would happen. I'd have a little wobble, and I'd just go back again.
Yeah, well, altogether bringing home some valid points for the William team. The 2-3 is rather good. Looking at Vietnam, you confident?
Far from it. I did a few laps earlier, and yeah, I think I spent more time in a wall than actually on the track. So I'm not looking forward to it.
Well, hoping the wall in next week's race, but hopefully we'll see you back in the Thomas box next week.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so well done.
Yeah, well done, Jamie, on your P3. Very good points for the Williams team, as Toxic mentioned. But now moving on to P2, the Williams reserve driver for the night jumped in late for qualifying, got knocked out in Q1 unfortunately. It's how do you say your name? Unseen?
Unseen, yeah.
Right,
There we go,
perfect.
after 2 races we figured that out.
So it was a good race from you, obviously starting at the back, done the hard to soft strategy, which is probably the most OP strategy in Bahrain. Just run us through your race.
Well, off the line, it was by AI for the first 3 laps. It was my wheel had problems. It was fully holding it to the right at the start, so I somehow got into about P11 when I managed it working, and then that was when the safety car came out. From there, I found it very difficult to get past Fish Sticks at the start. He held me up quite a bit, and we managed to work our way through the pack together until, like, I think it was P5 or something like that. I was getting quite kind of restless, and then obviously I was leading the race for a few laps, and then I was looking at my tyres. Jesus fucking! I was looking at I was looking at my tyres, and I took them to about lap 20, and then yeah, softs and just whiz.
Did you beat under VSC?
I pitted, and then the VSC came out as I was exiting.
That's
But
cool.
that was
That's cool.
that was generally a massive. It was just a cluster. Like,
Yeah.
I had an Alfa Romeo and an AlphaTauri, like, both racing me out of the bits.
Because you jumped the
Yep.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good race from yourself. I'd imagine you'd be up for the driver of the day vote. Moving on to Hanoi, yeah, it's not guaranteed you'll race yet as your reserve driver. If you are, how do you think it'll go for you?
I'm hoping I can bring my pace again and obviously a better wheel, but if I do reserve, I'm hoping for about top 5 again.
Yeah, but we hope to see you next week, and yeah, well done. Another good
cheers.
amount of points for the Williams team tonight. So, Toxin, you want to move on with our winner, Caesar?
Yep,
Yep, so Caesar, I believe you started, was it P6, am I right
Yep.
in saying?
correct. Not a good quality.
So good qualifying.
Bit of
yeah,
a-
it looked quite good.
It was wobbly. Yeah, yeah, Q2 already that was a clutch. I ended up P10, and I got
Yeah, it
lucky.
was looking very close, yeah. Did you didn't get involved in the kerfuffle in the first corner, did you? Just missed that?
Yeah, and then there was the start of the race was a bit. I had a good start. I had a good launch, but there was a Red Bull. It was a bit stuck, and then there was three. I don't know if you've seen it, but turn 2, there was the 3 of us, and I was sandwiched, so I backed out and I paid off. But that was a bit close to comfort, so I can't afford that in Vietnam.
Yeah, but coming to the end, it looked like you were keeping the race pace going. It didn't like seem like Unseen could like catch you. So a good race altogether.
Yeah, medium stint was a bit scary, to be fair, because I was behind the Williams and the Ferrari, and there was a lot of dirty air, but patience paid off. And then Cornish made a mistake. I saw he hit a back marker, and that was the move that helped me to just clutch P1. But so I don't know. He's got a lot more pace than I do at the moment in quali, so I need to work.
Unlucky for Cornish. It's the second week in the road. He sees some sort of damage. Hopefully, his unlucky spell will run out soon, and maybe he'll be challenging for the top again. But anyway, on to Vietnam next week. Are you prepared for that?
Yeah,
Looking forward to it?
yeah, I like it. It's a fun track, but it's consistency. So I guess I showed today that I have consistency. So I guess I'm feeling good for the race. It's more like for the quali. I don't trust myself yet. So
Yeah, it's
to
a
be continued.
very interesting track. And hopefully we'll save the back. But update, well done for the points today. 2-3 for the Williams and a win for the McLaren team. So altogether a good day for most people. Apart from that, I do believe that's us for today.
Thank you, boys.
So, well,
Cheers.
See you all next week.
Yep, we'll see you all next week.
Have fun, boys. Cheers.